Good morning and welcome to the Networks SD-WAN webinar. My name is Matt Shanahan and I am CEO and founder of Networks. So just a quick agenda for this morning. We're going to go a quick company introduction, just a quick overview of the business, and then we're going to go on to the SD-WAN overview. So looking at SD-WAN, what is it, what's Network service offering, and then how and sort of the benefits of SD-WAN. And then we're going to go on to the Contrail Service Orchestrator demo, so the CSO demonstration portal. So just a quick introduction on Stream Networks if you're not aware of the business. Stream Networks are one of our straplines is the digital backbone to your business. And when you think of a digital backbone, you can think of a couple of things. Often we think of a core network or internet transit backbone, and that does apply to Stream Networks. So Stream Networks own and operate our own digital backbone across the UK. But we are also the backbone to your business, so our customers' businesses in terms of their digital transformation. So our services underpin our customers' digital transformation. Just a little bit of history about the business. So I formed Stream Networks in 2007. I could see that there was a lot of consolidation going on in the marketplace. So big ISPs being buying out mid-sized ones, and I could just see that the service and support that internet service providers were giving to their customers was not as good when you're dealing with one of these big players. But also I could see that that some of these guys are really not innovating quickly enough. So one of the two key things to Stream Networks and my passion about the business was giving great customer service and support and actually innovating where other people were being left behind. So after I started the business in 2007, just reselling other people's broadband products at the time, in 2009 we made the investment and step into building out our own network and aggregation backbone. So we started invested in our own routing platform and switching platform in multiple UK data centres, and that was so successful in terms of selling broadband and Ethernet circuits. In 2010 we launched our own 24/7 NOC from our Newbury Network Operations Centre, and that NOC still operates today. So if a customer calls in, it could be 3 o'clock in the morning or 4 o'clock in the morning, often our support team have already seen the issue from our network monitoring platform and have logged out a fault for you. But if you call us at any time during the day, 24/7, 365 days a year, you're going to get a qualified support technician to help and deal with your problem on the end of the phone. So moving on to 2012, I could see that cloud infrastructure, software as a service, was really going to start taking off with the advent of higher bandwidth and lower cost Ethernet circuits. So in 2012 we invested on our own high availability private cloud infrastructure based on enterprise grade hypervisor VMware, and that cloud infrastructure is really key and core part of our business today. So if our customers take connectivity from us, they often take a private cloud service which we can join directly up to their Ethernet or MPLS or SD-WAN service. So you can take cloud services directly off our network, and like they're actually operating within your own offices and infrastructure. In 2014 we gained our ISO accreditations from the British Assessment Bureau, so we're accredited to ISO 9001 and ISO 27001, and those accreditations cover our entire business, including our cloud infrastructure and security. In 2016 we launched a managed network security service from our core network infrastructure. So our customers' cloud services and also Ethernet services are basically protected by our DDoS scrubbing. So this is an always on security service that stops up to 10 terabytes of DDoS attacks against our customers' networks. And this is actually quite an innovative service from a UK ISP. Often you may find a cloud provider has DDoS protection, but is actually not protecting their customers' internet access circuits. So our service covers our customers' internet services as well as their cloud infrastructure. In 2018, so moving up to the present day, we could see that things like software-defined networking was going to be a key differentiator and a key requirement for our customers, giving them the ability to change their network, to upgrade things at a touch of a button, to support more dynamic wide area network infrastructure. So we decided and made a big leap from Cisco over to Juniper's network. So we upgraded our network to Juniper's MX routing platform and EX series switches, and we also invested in Juniper's Contrail service orchestrator and high availability service gateways, so Juniper SD-WAN service gateways. So that's just a little bit of timeline of the events of the business. So what are we today? So we are an international network operator. We provide collaboration services, we provide cloud services, and we're a managed infrastructure provider. Just to touch on these 4 points very briefly. So from an international network operator, because we're an aggregator, we connect into all of the major UK networks, but also have access to a lot of international networks. So we can provide SD-WAN and MPLS connectivity, not just UK-wide, but through Europe and the rest of the world. And in fact, we've just rolled out a 40-site European network for a major retailer. From the collaboration perspective, we provide unified communication services, cloud-hosted telephony, as well as things like Microsoft Teams. But in terms of our network connectivity, we also interconnect into all of the UK major SIP providers. So if you are taking a direct internet access product from us and you're running SIP with another provider or carrier, then you can ensure that your SIP has a 1 or 2 hop route into that SIP provider. So we provide sort of direct SIP termination for our customers. As again, we've touched on the cloud service provider, so we're a managed cloud service provider with our cloud infrastructure, but we also provide things like Office 365 and software as a service suites. And from a managed infrastructure provider point of view, we provide our customers with everything from their LAN infrastructure, so it could be Wi-Fi, APs, we do customer switches, their security infrastructure, and wide area network infrastructure. So we manage our customers' infrastructure. And how do we do this? So we're a consultative business outcome approach business. So we work with our customers looking at how we can provide a return on investment. We won't just push you down a route or look to make a quick quid. We really want to understand your business and how you operate your business and where we can help either provide efficiencies or cost savings. So we're really consultative led. We operate a 3-to-1 ratio of technical to salespeople, so really technically focused business. We've got the highest sort of calibre of technical experts from qualified in technologies such as Cisco, Juniper, Barracuda, Fortinet, HP, the list goes on. And in terms of project management, so when we work with our customers, you can be assured that we use Prince 2 project management. So from taking the initial order or to understanding how your business works and to ensure that the project is successful, we've got the highest calibre of project management to see the project from start to finish. Again, just touching, we operate 24/7 NOC from Newbury. We have a full suite of network management monitoring tools So we use things like Cacti and PRTG to monitor our entire network, but also our customers' networks, from Windows servers to web servers to routers to switches. We monitor our full suite of customer services. And these monitoring tools are also available in our web-based portal Cascade. So you can log on to Cascade, you can view your customer services, you can view your bandwidth stats, look at the monitoring tools, you can make changes to services, re-provision stuff, order new things. So you've got the whole full suite of full service visibility from our Cascade portal. But as another key point of the business, we are a privately held business, so we continually investment in our people, products and processes. We don't answer to external shareholders, and it's really important that the passion of mine that we invest in our business and core network, so we can give the best service to our customers, so they get the number one service. So just touching on the accreditations again, we've got ISO 27001, ISO 9001. We're on the government G-Cloud Crown Commercial Service Framework. We've been nominated at the Comms National Awards for a Best Wholesale Provider finalists 2018, 19 and 20, and we're sure we're going to win this year, but our leading portal Cascade is also award nominated, and we're a member of the Internet Service Providers Association. So just some of the global partnerships or vendors that we work with. So naturally, we're a Juniper cloud managed service provider, and we're actually about one of only 5 in the UK on Juniper's cloud managed service provider program, which we're really proud of. But we can support and provide full range of Juniper network solutions, right from their Mist Wi-Fi solution, to their EX series switches, and their MX routing platform and SRX service gateways. We can support the whole range of Juniper network solutions. We're also a Cisco partner, so we understand and support Cisco's range of routing, switch infrastructure, and some of the things like Cisco DNA sensor. So we understand and can sell Cisco's range of solutions. We're a Microsoft partner, so we provide Microsoft supply licensing across our cloud network and support our customers' Microsoft services from SQL Server to Active Directory and Microsoft Server. And naturally, we're also a VMware partner, so as our cloud or key cloud infrastructure runs on VMware. Just a bit culture about the business. So average length of service for employees is 5+ years. 90% of our customers renew services after an initial contract, and 60% of customers take out additional services. So customers often see the positives and the good outcomes of working and taking additional services from us, such as DDoS scrubbing, or you might take an internet access product from us and actually realise they can connect in or spin up a cloud server. So a lot of our customers take additional services from us. We use a flexible working environment, utilising in-house services. And just to touch on the pandemic this year, we actually moved or shut down our office. We didn't shut the office down, but we moved most of our staff from the office into a home working environment 2 weeks before the government announced the shutdown. And literally staff were here on a Friday, and on a Monday they were all working from home, and actually none of our customers realised we'd moved away from our main office to working from home. So we use flexible working throughout our business, but we use a lot of the services ourselves that we provide to our customers. And another sort of real sort of key drive for the business is actually to support local charities and charities throughout the UK. So it's a real passionate part of the business to actually give back into the wider community. So during the pandemic, we have delivered laptops to our local schools. We've supported a an organisation in Newbury that provides Meals on Wheels to the vulnerable in our community, and we've actually did a complete digital transformation piece for them, completely free of charge, to help them deliver those meals during the pandemic. We've also provided free cloud services to the likes of Penlon, who provide the ventilators at the Nightingale Hospital, and this is a cloud platform we helped develop with one of our partners to help support the employees of Penlon as they were deploying these ventilators across the UK. So it's a real passionate part of the business is to actually give back into the local community. We're customer focused. We really care about our customers. We want our customers to succeed. We want to give them the best service possible, and we're a straight talking and transparent business. So ask us a straight question, we'll give you a straight answer. We're transparent. You can get hold of the directors of the business. Every customer to us is important. And here's just some of the references of the customers that work with Stream Networks, or we work with. So we've got some retailers, people like Vermont and Patagonia, use us for their connectivity to retail stores and head offices, and for 4G backup services. We deal with universities, education. We deal with the likes of Chivo Coffee and Next for some cloud infrastructure. Network Rail is actually quite an interesting one. During March this year, we deployed a private 4G APN network to monitor IoT sensors across the network rail, so things like vibration and temperature sensors. We developed this private 4G network to monitor that data. Other things that we've done, we've worked with some NHS trusts. So just click on Somerset Partnership. We've literally just delivered in April this year a 164 gig dark fibre solution to connect to their data centres as they were going through an NHS foundation merger with another local NHS trust. But we've also developed and delivered a Wi-Fi network and also security solutions for these businesses. So just to recap on our network, we're an independent network aggregator, so we have 30 plus providers connected into our network. We say we're the UK's most connected network, and we really believe that from a mobile, fixed line, FTTP and Ethernet. You easily come onto our network and you can connect to loads of different mediums, giving you a large choice of providers from a single network. Network resilience is the key, obviously, from a network provider, so we run out of multiple UK data centres and peering points, but we also, whenever we deliver a solution for a customer, we always look to deliver carrier diversity and resilience. So if we're planning a failover circuit for a customer, we ensure that the fibre gets delivered down different ducts to the customer's building, that it terminates at different exchanges and actually reaches our network at different diverse data centres. And our business on our network, actually, we capacity management our network to try and be under 20%. We're actually, since our recent core upgrade, we're running at about 10% network capacity. So we're always looking to make sure that we've got plenty of headroom to support our customers' growth and our network. Just to recap on the network, we have over 5,000 managed circuits, so those are circuits we are managing for customers 24/7, so not just the circuit itself, but the router and the network behind that. We're monitoring and managing over 5,000 of them. Our network includes real-time application monitoring tools. We provide a leading network SLA in terms of latency and packet loss. And our network, from a security point, is protected via DDoS scrubbing. So So just to summarise on Stream Networks, we are a leading UK privately owned network aggregator. We've got our ISA 27001 and 9001 accreditations. Customer service is key in providing a return on investment to our customers. We're technical experts, we're a business owner provider, and we like to innovate. So now on to the Stream Networks SD-WAN as a service. So what is SD-WAN? So SD-WAN basically stands for Software Defined Wide Area Networking. SD-WAN is basically an overlay service. It's a software overlay that's delivered over any IP routed underlay network. So where we mean by underlay is it's your access technology, it's your Ethernet, it's your MPLS, it's your 4G, and SD-WAN overlays that to give customers control, security, and performance and automation across their network. And software-defined wide area network moves the focus of network infrastructure from hardware to software, from configurations to policies. It allows for more network programmability, improved automation, and reduces costs. An intent-based networking system takes networking strategy to a high level by combining automation with intelligence. So it's really giving, SD-WAN really gives, from a wide area network and network connectivity point of view, a lot of automation and higher control over what you're doing in your network. And it's really, particularly interesting proposition in the where we find ourselves today in a global pandemic, and a lot of businesses are going through a lot of changes. So it really gives us that higher networking strategy for networks that need to be rapidly deployed or changing. So just to quickly touch on what an underlay and overlay tunnel is again. Your overlay is your software overlay, so the software controller, and your underlay is your typical access technology, so fibre, Ethernet, broadband, 4G, satellite, any access technology to connect to a network. So what, you're going to say? Well, networks are changing. So 81% of enterprises now have a multi-cloud strategy, so using things like private and public cloud. So you may, as a business, maybe having some of your infrastructure in a private cloud or in your offices. You may be using things like Amazon and Microsoft Azure, so services in public clouds, and you're also using software as a service, so things like Microsoft Office 365, accounts packages, software as a service as an accounts package. The things are really changing in how enterprises are using computing. Work environments have changed, so we now expect our business to have more flexible working. We've got more remote workers, diverse office locations. Connectivity continues to change, so the things like the delivery of full fibre provision in the UK is advancing quite quickly, with lots of private and public investment in this area. We've got things like 5G on the horizon, so the way you connect to a network is now changing with different options and lower costs, and SD-WAN is a real good application to use it with these different sort of connectivity changes. And also securing your network now and providing resilience, automation and application experience is really key to providing a successful network. So the problems with sort of some traditional ways of connecting to the network in a multi-cloud environment, and by no means are MPLS or VPNs are dead, but it's just showing you what SD-WAN can do and giving an advantage over some of these existing technologies when you're looking at a multi-cloud and flexible network. Often when you look at MPLS, it's delivered from a single provider, so you have to go to that provider for your MPLS tails, for your network connectivity. So So it doesn't give you the choice to pick and choose what network provider you're going to use. And this is actually particularly interesting now that we're seeing more full fibre networks being rolled out from various different providers. So you may be in one part of the country and be able to get an FTTP there from a single provider, but in another part you've got to go onto someone else's network. And using MPLS can often be difficult because you've got to go to that single provider for that MPLS network. So SD-WAN can drive costs down by giving you the choice of looking at what different network connectivity from different providers. MPLS can be inflexible for cloud deployments. So if you're deploying some private cloud, you've got public cloud infrastructure. It's how do you connect your MPLS network into those private and public clouds. Again, it can be inflexible. It's not giving you the flexibility to choose where you are deploying your compute environments. And also site-to-site VPNs. The other way of connecting your wide area network is to have site-to-site VPNs, but obviously the more VPNs you have, the more complex they are to maintain because you have to log on to each device to update your tunnel or configure your IPsec VPN. And also application performance across some of these old technologies. With MPLS, it's often expensive. You've got to go to your MPLS provider and pay more money for quality of service for your voice traffic or your video traffic or your web traffic. And VPNs, it's difficult to deploy application performance. So this is one of another key drivers to look at SD-WAN networks. How you deploy application performance across your network is key to maintaining your staff and your business's productivity. So how does SD-WAN work? Well, SD-WAN has four main elements from our Juniper SD-WAN view. We have a controller or cloud-based network controller, and this is what we refer to Contrail Service Orchestrator or CSO. So this is a controller that's based in the cloud that connects to all of your network infrastructure and manages it from a single pane of glass. And that's really where you look at VPNs, having to log onto each device. With SD-WAN, you just log onto the controller that then controls all of your devices on the network. You have a hub in an SD-WAN network, so what we call a network hub. And network hubs are very important to deploy application performance across an SD-WAN network, and we'll explain a little bit further in the Contrail Service Orchestrator demonstration how the hub works in an SD-WAN network. We have our edge devices, so the CPU that sits at the customer premises, and we also have our underlay, our Ethernet, MPLS, and broadband circuits that underlay our software overlay or SD-WAN overlay. And how that looks on a little bit of a network, we've got a sort of a Juniper diagram here of how an SD-WAN deployment looks. So you can see here we've got our SRX 300 spoke sites. So this is sitting on a customer premises. We've got a virtual SRX, so we can spin up virtual instances of Juniper's SRX. They have their underlay connections out to the internet and the MPLS, and then they've got their software overlay connections that connect to the hub and complete the wide area network, and with Contrail Service Orchestrator managing the entire network. So we're going to do the demonstration of Contrail CSO. So just to quickly summarise, CSO is a multi-tenant platform that manages physical and virtual network devices. And when we talk about multi-tenancy, when you look at deployment of SD-WAN network, and one of the reasons we deploy Juniper is Juniper supports multi-tenancy. So Stream Networks as a business have actually invested in the Contrail Service Orchestrator platform, and we can now deliver that to any number of our customers. It's included in our SD-WAN managed service. When you look at other providers, every SD-WAN network you deploy, you often have to buy your own controller to just manage that one SD-WAN network. So the way that Stream Networks have done it on a multi-tenant platform actually reduces our cost of deployment for an SD-WAN network. CSO provides physical and virtual device provisioning. We'll go on to that in the ZTP, zero touch provisioning. It can provide day 0, day 1 and 2 configuration policies for edge devices and hub devices. Contrail provides a complete monitoring of remote devices. It provides a full lifecycle management of firewall, NAT and internet breakout policies for users. So you log on to CSO and you can manage and provision all of your firewall, NAT and internet breakout rules from Contrail to your entire network estate. Provides high-level reporting from things like applications to user traffic. So it provides a complete control and overlay of your entire network, from firewall, routing to user traffic and configuration. So one of the few of the key benefits of SD-WAN. One is application quality of experience, or AppQoE. So AppQoE is really key to multi-cloud application performance. Again, we go through this in the Contrail service orchestrator demonstration. So when you're looking at a business nowadays, and you've got remote workers and you've got remote offices, and you've got to bring them into a single network, and they are using things like AWS, and they're using Office 365 and software as a service. Ensuring those applications run well across your network is key to employee productivity and business productivity. So SD-WAN really is a key benefit, is being able to give you application quality of experience. And AppQoE basically utilises 2 security services. One is called an application app ID. So this is a protocol that looks and sees what applications are on your network. So it identifies the applications that are running across your network. And then in conjunction with an APBR, advanced policy-based routing, and the path, profile and SLA steering SD-WAN policies, we can basically implement application quality of experience across your network. So AppQoE looks at your network traffic, your application traffic. It sets an SLA on things like latency, jitter and packet loss, and if those and round trip time, and if any of those SLAs are broken, it can actually automatically decide what happens with your network traffic. So we can route it over your alternative link, route it to your direct internet access product, route it over your MPLS network. So the Contrail service orchestrator, in conjunction with the hubs, can make those automated decisions for you, and it gives you a great control over what's happening in your applications across your network. And it takes you to an intent-based networking system, and it takes networking strategy to a high level by combining automation with intelligence. And we have a further video on actually how AppQoE engine works, and you can see that on the Stream Networks SD-WAN YouTube channel. And there's also a link in this presentation which we'll share to you after the webinar. Another real benefit of ZTP is zero touch provisioning, and this is, again, it just perfectly fits in with where we are in the world at the moment. Obviously, if you're deploying a network, your office estate is changing, you're moving offices, you don't really want to send engineers out to deploy these services, and ZTP enables your infrastructure to be provisioned remotely. So literally, when we deploy an SD-WAN network, we won't configure routers for you. We'll ship a router directly from the manufacturer to your customer site. You literally plug that router in to the network. It will call home to the Contrail service orchestrator and automatically provision the configuration. So it really saves time in terms of engineering and installation of wide area networks. And with ZTP and Contrail, we can actually template network and firewall configurations for our customers. So you may have a list of sites that all want the same configuration, and literally when those routers are deployed, they call home and we deploy configuration 1, or branch office configuration for all of the branch office, and for the other major data centers and head offices we can provide template configuration from that. So it really reduces deployment and configuration time for network deployment. Again, zero touch provisioning. You can view the video. We have another video on our YouTube channel. Again, the link for it will be available in this presentation. It just shows you the benefits of ZTP in a bit of high detail. Network and application monitoring. With Contrail Service Orchestrator, just go back here. It gives you an entire network and application monitoring suite, so you can log on to Contrail Service Orchestrator. Again, we will go through this in the Contrail demonstration shortly, but you can monitor your network from a single platform. You can monitor your applications, your users. If you are taking the stream networks, and it's actually one of the real benefits of the Juniper SD-WAN platform. Other SD-WAN vendors, when you invest in SD-WAN infrastructure, you're actually only getting a basic firewall and the virtual networking functionality of SD-WAN. With Juniper's platform, you actually can take a next-gen firewall service, so you're not doubling up the devices when deploying an SD-WAN network. With Juniper, you can deploy SD-WAN and the full next-generation firewall suite. So Contrail can show you your threat protection, your intrusion protection service, your anti-spam and antivirus, and gives you a full next-gen firewall suite, all from the one Contrail platform. So again, we'll just be going through this in Contrail Service Orchestrator, but it's just some of the screenshots from the network application monitoring from the Contrail Service Orchestrator. So just a cap on the stream SD-WAN infrastructure. So in 2018-19, the business, we invested in a new Juniper Core network. We upgraded our fibre ring, so got a new fibre ring to upgrade and support more and more customer 10 gig services that we were seeing. We invested in Amazon AWS Contrail Service Orchestrator, so our CSO sits in AWS. And we also invested in Juniper SRX Enterprise Service Gateways. So these are the hubs in the SD-WAN network. And again, when you are deploying SD-WAN for other vendors, you per SD-WAN deployment, you've got to buy your own hub. So along with the controller element, you have to invest in a hub. So Stream Networks have provided this as a managed service and have done that investment for our customers, helping our customers reduce costs. So just to summarise the key benefits of Stream Networks SD-WAN, we've invested in the Juniper Contrail Orchestrator and HA Service Gateway hubs, reducing your CapEx and providing it as a managed service. We've got Juniper qualified SD-WAN engineers. We're one of only 5 UK partners on the Juniper Cloud Managed Service Providers Programme. Again, just to recap, Juniper SD-WAN incorporates both SD-WAN virtual network functionality and security in one appliance, and next-gen security in one appliance. Rapid deployment using a range of connectivity options delivered from the Stream platform. So with SD-WAN, it does uncouple you from the connectivity provider in a way, but because Stream operate our own aggregator platform, we can give you a diverse choice and range of connectivity. So you may want to deploy an FTTP with an Ethernet circuit, or a broadband with a 4G. You can get that range of connectivity from different underlying carriers on the single Stream Networks aggregator platform. Our SD-WAN services are managed and monitored 24/7 by 365 days from our network operating center. And SD-WAN benefits are really an agile, intelligent, automated and application performance for your wide area network. Again, we've got a video on the benefits of SD-WAN on our YouTube channel, and again it's available in this presentation. On to the CSO demo.